Kennedy is christened. I'm Brian Moore, and this is Focus NNS. We're here in the North Yard at Newport News Shipbuilding at Dry Dock 12, where Kennedy CVN 79 was christened. We'll take you to the ceremony. Plus, the Virginia-class submarine program looks to the future. And a busy year at Newport News Shipbuilding. We'll look back at the biggest stories of 2019 chosen by you. Those stories and more are coming up, but first on deck, we are here at Newport News Shipbuilding where CVN 79, the John F. Kennedy, was christened. We have team coverage with Lena Wallace taking a look behind the scenes, but out in front first, Aaron Pritchett joins us now with a look at the ceremony and the highlights.
From the initial planning and design to the keel lane to superlift after superlift and every other milestone in between. It's been a long, challenging journey, but one that the greatest shipbuilders in the world right here at Newport News Shipbuilding have met head on. And now the christening, a time to pause, reflect, and celebrate all the hard work that's been done to this point to bring John F. Kennedy's CVN 79 to life.
It is with great pride that I welcome you to Newport News Shipbuilding and to the christening of CVN 79 John F. Kennedy.
And now, please welcome the sponsor of CVN 79 and daughter of President John F. Kennedy, Ambassador Caroline Kennedy.
We are gathered today not to simply christen a ship. We are here to celebrate America's military might and the brawn behind it. We are here to celebrate innovation, pride, and perseverance. That is the American way. Since the first cut of steel 9 years ago, thousands of shipbuilders have brought incredible integrity, skill, and innovation to bear, working around the clock in pouring down rain, unrelenting humidity, bitter cold, to create this magnificent marvel beside us. They continue to overcome physical and technological challenges that we refer to as the romance of shipbuilding, and they rise to every challenge. Yet when you ask them to describe what they do, you will find a humble group. I recently met Mr. Roderick Smith, one of our welders who's helping to build the Kennedy. He told me that he believes shipbuilders should feel the same pride as firefighters or police officers or teachers, because of our contribution to the greater good. But he went on to say that because our ships take years to build, and because of the harsh environment in which we often find ourselves, sometimes it's difficult to see the big picture.
This ship represents what President John F. Kennedy meant to the United States of America and to the world. As president, he lifted our ambitions towards the skies and challenged the nation to be better, to be a more perfect union. He taught us that deterrence will always cost less than war, that the purpose of our military, including this warship that bears his name, must be to ensure our nation's commitment to peace and prosperity for ourselves and for all nations of the world.
As we observe the date which will live in infamy on this 78th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, this magnificent vessel we see before us today is a symbol of our nation's strength, our technical achievements, and of the critical service our men and women in uniform provide for this nation and the entire world. The USS John F. Kennedy will sail our seas proudly. It will be christened with the name that has left its mark in the hearts of all Americans, and it represents the strength and hope for a better tomorrow that have always led our nation to be its best.
It's an honor to be here with so many people who have dedicated their lives in service to our country. sailors, shipbuilders, senators, space explorers, secretaries, and all of your families. The last time I was in Newport News, I was 9 years old, overwhelmed by the responsibility of christening CV-67s. And I never imagined that one day I would be standing here again in the same spot with my husband Ed and my own children, Rose and Tatiana, just as awestruck by the power of the U.S. Navy and the patriotism of what happens here in Newport News. And I certainly never dreamed that President Kennedy would be honored a second time by a magnificent aircraft carrier that bears his name. We look forward to, in President Kennedy's words, what together we can do for the freedom of man. We pray that God will keep the John F. Kennedy safe, and we wish for her fair winds and following seas.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the moment we have all been waiting for. The relationship between a ship sponsor and her crew is a special one. When she christens the ship today, Ambassador Kennedy will not only officially name CVN-79 for her father, it is said that she will also impart her spirit onto the ship and her crew.
I christen the United States ship John F. Kennedy. May God bless this ship and all who sail in her.
And with the christening complete, the next phase of this ultra-marathon continues on as John F. Kennedy's CVN-79 will make her way out of Dry Dock 12 and down the James River to our South Yard. And shipbuilders are already ready to work around the clock as they sprint ahead towards the finish line in delivering her to the U.S. Navy. For Focus NNS, I'm Aaron Pritchett. Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you so much, Aaron, and congratulations to the JFK construction team and all Newport News shipbuilders. So just what does it take to put on a ceremony like this event? Lena Wallace continues our team coverage now and takes a look at the event from behind the scenes.
Thousands of people attended the christening event and thousands of hours went in behind the scenes from our shipbuilders to make the event possible. Just like making sure that the breaker bar is ready for Caroline Kennedy's historic swing and breaking of the bottle to christen the ship.
It is a huge effort to christen a ship, to plan a christening, to be able to work with many different people around the shipyard. It's been a fun experience, and it really, truly reiterates we have amazing people here who work very hard to make sure everything looks nice, because everybody who's working on this christening truly wants it to be an amazing experience.
We've been setting up for the christening, trying to finish up craftsmanship with craftsmanship, make all the other trades proud of what we do, because we're proud of what they do. We've got the handicap ramps like we're building here. We got stairs and walkway for people who are capable. We're making them safe and structural.
We're helping different trades load stuff on the barges, move chairs around, load wood. We're pretty much wherever we're needed, and just give a helping hand if needed.
People to come and see it for the first time, it's got to be exciting. Just actually see what we do here and get to see how much work goes into all this. I know my kids alone would never miss one. It's exciting to them.
They want to stream it, live. We just had to get them the network connection in the production truck so they could have other people watch that can't make it. Everyone's job is just as important as the next, and it all has to come together by a certain date. Everyone communicating and working together and overcoming whatever challenges that might come along the way.
We are able to provide an awesome experience for people to celebrate our products, our people, and ultimately what we do for the Navy and how we help our nation's defense.
Really, it's all who you are. It's what you're about. You're here to support the newest ship going into the fleet. And that's got to make you warm inside. It's got to give you the goosebumps. Knowing friends of yours are going to be serving on this ship. It supports our country. It gives them a better working environment, a safer place to live when they're out away from home. And we want them to be proud of us.
A big thank you to the construction teams involved with this christening event. For Focus NNS, I'm Lena Wallace. Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you so much, Lena, and great job to the events team who helped put on this amazing ceremony. Now, let's take a look at some other news from around the yard. From the carriers working hard high above the seas to the ships working hard below the seas, the biggest contract ever in Navy history is signed for Block 5 of the Virginia-class submarine program. Newport News Shipbuilding and teaming partner General Dynamics Electric Boat were awarded a $22 billion contract in early December to build 9 more Virginia-class submarines for the U.S. Navy. There's also an option for a 10th boat. The contract continues the 2-per-year construction cadence and provides stability into the year 2029 for the workforce and for 5,000 supplier businesses across the United States. As a result, Newport News Shipbuilding plans to hire 1,500 additional people to support our submarine programs. In the meantime, Newport News Shipbuilding delivers the newest fast attack submarine to the U.S. Navy. The Virginia-class submarine Delaware SSN 791 is the 9th Virginia-class submarine to be delivered by Newport News Shipbuilding and the 18th built as part of the teaming agreement with Electric Boat. Delaware received some of the highest quality scores since the Virginia-class program began. The submarine was christened by Dr. Jill Biden, the former Second Lady of the United States, and the ship's sponsor during a ceremony in October of 2018. Delaware will be commissioned next year. A cut of a ribbon and a lift of a crane. Newport News Shipbuilding's new 315 metric ton Goliath gantry crane is officially in service. Shipbuilders celebrated the milestone with a ribbon cutting ceremony and lift on November 11th.
So, we had the green crane supporting our refuelings of carriers for over 50 years, and as you know, we're the only ones that do that work. So without this crane, without the work that you have all done, we can't do that. I appreciate all the hard work. What you have done is going to, last for generations, and I hope you continue to be proud of that as we are proud of what you've done here today.
Yeah, I think that the hard work that they put into this crane was excellent. And it was a lot of hours, and just as you say, it was a lot of hard work they done, and the guys was great doing it. Everybody worked good together on it.
From planning to delivery, the crane project took 5 years to complete. A new home for a great family. Newport News Shipbuilding dedicates the 17th Newport News Shipbuilding home built by shipbuilders. The home was dedicated at a ribbon-cutting ceremony on December 17th for the McCallum family. Vice President of Integrated Planning and Production Control, Damon Satry, spoke on behalf of the shipyard.
These homes allow us to build stronger communities. It allows us to become better neighbors. It allows us to provide hope for a better future. And we are so excited today to look forward to the future that you will have in this beautiful home. So congratulations and welcome home.
It's just been a long road, and we're just glad to finally be here. Everyone is on a journey, and I just want to say, just never give up. No matter what comes your way that you think that you're not able to get through, there is a way.
The house at 2111 Madison Avenue in Newport News is the 200th house built by Habitat for Humanity Peninsula and Greater Williamsburg. All right, congratulations to Newport News Shipbuilding's newest Habitat for Humanity family. As 2019 comes to a close, it was a busy year for Newport News Shipbuilding. What was the biggest story of the year? Perhaps it was the christening of the JFK, or the Block 5 Virginia-class submarine contract, or the 2-carrier buy contract. We asked shipbuilders to tell us what you think is the biggest story of 2019, and here's the top 5.
So it's a drain strainer orifice. It is a relatively small part, but there was a lot of work that went behind getting this part qualified to be installed on the Truman. The possibilities are endless. I mean, we have applications all over our yard that we could use this technology, and we're actively looking at those areas every day.
I can't be more grateful to Scott and the gift of life that he actually gave to me, and not only my family and my friends, and just set the example for caring.
I christen the United States ship John F. Kennedy. May God bless the ship and all who sail in her.
We get to build the most technologically advanced submarines in the world. We're a part of that. How many people get to do that?
On the count of 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Apprentice School, on 100 years.
So we've got a great opportunity. It's a challenging contract, but it gives us a lot of opportunity to do well. Again, keeps this workforce employed all the way out into 2032 when CVN 81 delivers. So very excited about that. It's absolutely fantastic.
An amazing year at Newport News Shipbuilding, and 2020 promises to be another amazing year, and we'll be right here to cover it all. And that's going to do it for this edition of Focus NNS. Make sure to stay up to date with the latest information by downloading our free app, NNS To Go. It's available in the Google and Apple stores on your smartphones and tablets. And don't forget to check out the latest news in our weekly publication, Currents. And Focus NNS is available on numerous stations throughout the state of Virginia. And we leave you now with the names of some of the people who make Focus NNS possible. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in 2020. I'm Brian Moore.